Hello everyone, my name is Genius Gamer, and today there has been an update for COD 4 Remastered. A big update. Positive or negative, depending on what you want to think of it. Today is the day that they've introduced Christmas Crash and the 6 remaining maps on COD 4. Christmas Crash is like a reskin of Crash with presents, trees, and Santa's and airstrike and stuff like that. But the biggest thing is that they've added supply drops, melee weapons, and COD points. As you see in the top right, you've got COD points, salvage, and depot points. And next depot, well, depot credit actually. And use these for the supply drops. You see?
Assuming you're not here for my pretty face.
We've got the supply drop vendor.
What'll it be?
He doesn't shut up. So we've got 2 supply drops. Regular, we have common and rare. And we've got the collections. You've got ones for like emblems, weapon camos. Well, this is not combat uniform, characters. There's like, you know, animated calling cards, skins, all that type of stuff. The armory, you can purchase COD points. All this stuff. From just looking at it, it looks really cool and actually kind of gives me an incentive to play COD 4. Since if you see my last video, my problems with COD 4, I don't like it that much. But all this new content adds a ton to the game. And of course, you've got the elitist COD players, the elitists, who, if you go on any kind of Call of Duty, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, whatever they use to communicate, or even just people not even part of Call of Duty's development team or Activision, like news sites or news things, they're still getting hate. They still get hate from people saying that COD is actually dead now, it's done, it's over, that they've turned this 2007 game with supply drops which they didn't want. But people who say that have got to realise that Activision is a business. What do businesses do? They make profit. And literally, like, there was a stat from the last quarter, from where they have to pronounce their financial profit, they earned $1 billion from microtransactions alone, which is amazing for their amazing. And why would they stop that? Even though a lot of people, you may think like everyone hates supply drops, but more people buy COD points and supply drops or whatever, then people hate them. They're just not the vocal lot, the people who buy COD points. People buy COD points are people just want to have cosmetics and have stuff in the game and just play it maybe casually. They're not, you know, following news channels, they're not following developers directly. They just buy the game, have fun, that's it. But if you're a hardcore or an elitist COD fan, I don't even really want to call them elite because that's so like stuck that traditional COD is the best COD and will always be the best COD, that they can't have improvements like this. To me, this adds so much to the game and is actually fantastic. It's going to make me play the game a lot more. It may not be like I'm still going to hate stuff in the game, like the snipers being in abundance, Bog, I hate Bog, the M16s, the flash and the grenades, you know, that'll be still an annoyance, but all this, like, it gives me a sense to play for the rare supply drops and all the things, like, you've got the weapon camos. You can even buy them with, like, the salvage or whatever. Like, if you want a skin, you're gonna have to grind a bit and you probably get it from supply drops, but that's a lot of cool skins. Look, you got all these. Like, I'm seeing some of these for the first time, and they look really cool. They look, you know, for me who doesn't want to grind, if you don't want to grind out, say, you know, 150 headshots with every gun to get all stuff like this. Even then, you got the custom Christmas wins, which just need to run a mile when winter crash, which is great. I'm gonna do that, but yeah, it's gonna be a shame I don't get like a neon tiger, winter tiger, gold. But camos like this are way more achievable, even though, you know, it's random luck, but I can still purchase them through the, whatever the skull things are called. Salvage, I'll call them. It's parts, but salvage, and you can even, look, it's overall just a great thing. I think it's a great thing, but the majority of the COD community hates it. Well, not, I don't think it's even majority, but the people who oppose supply drops, there's also and also there's melee weapons. If you didn't see at the bottom, you earn them through getting. They're not even like rare, like they're rare, but you're not going to see them often because you have to get every part of every set. Since you had said 7, you need collection. Like only select through like this one. You need all of these. You need the calling cards, the camos, the vertical, the characters. You know, they're going to be very rare to get. And you can't even purchase them, I think. You can only purchase this one. All the others are locked behind that supply. So you won't be seeing these very often unless people spend a ton of COD points and get them, but you probably won't see them much. But the elitist COD community need to say to themselves and realise that Activision a business, they want to make profit, add microtransactions to a game. It may not be the best for consumers, customers, but it's the best for them. And they just need to stop thinking that their old CODs, some of the old CODs were great, yeah, I like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, World at War, they were great. And some of the new CODs, yeah, they have bad things with them, like the movement, if you don't like the movement. I don't like Advanced Warfare's movement, but at least Sledgehammer was trying stuff new. I could commend them for that. And we're still supporting the game after it came out. But the elitist community just need to say that this may not be a bad thing after all. As long as they keep their promise with cosmetic only. Like if they don't add any weapons like they did with Black Ops 3, it shouldn't be a problem. Even though Black Ops 3 did say cosmetic only at the beginning and then it had weapons. But, hey. But even if this ruins your game, even if it ruins COD 4 and you won't play COD no matter what, this is going to be your last COD game you ever buy. Doesn't matter. COD points, microtransactions, supply drops will be in COD forever now, probably, until the actual series just stops development. Because they make so much money from it. It's just a realization. So, I hope someone can gain something out of this, from me talking about this. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to tell me how much you hate me because I support this supply drop, this type of supply drops, you can if you wanted to. You can leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.